talk too much. I can't believe the things that you say.
Debbie Dingell, Debbie Wasserman-Schultz, Mike Pence,
Tom Daschle, Ed Rendell,
Carl Levin, Charlie Crist,
Bill Nelson, John Kerry, Ed Rollins, Joe Trippi,
Greg Meeks, Jesse Jackson Jr., Robert Menendez, Clara McCaskill,
Howard Dean.
Howard Dean.
We don't have a proposal yet. We're waiting for the proposal, and Senator Nelson's made some advances towards that proposal. It'll be a while. Certainly doubt very much that there'll be any kind of a resolution before Pennsylvania. But again, things are moving, and they haven't been for a while, and now they are.
Are you satisfied with Howard Dean as the chairman of the National Committee?
Well, he is the chairman, and the chairman ought to be getting the two campaigns together on a buy-in of how we're going to resolve this. You can't put up the election machinery full bore, so you've got to go to a different device, and I would suggest mail-in.
Willing to, sure, but our preference really, George, is to what others have already talked about. Senator Levin, I think, said it. I know Senator Nelson favors it too, and that is to seat the delegates that have already been selected.
I would resist a revote for a couple of major reasons. Number one, the revote that's being talked about right now would be a mail-in ballot. And we have never conducted a mail-in ballot in Florida, and in an election that is this important, an experiment like that now is not the time to...
The Florida Democratic Party is going to have to go out and raise the money. And we're looking at about $6 million.
Governor Corzine and I sent a letter to the Washington Post, and we said, not knowing what James Carvell was going to say, we said that we would help raise the approximately $15 million, which would be half of the $30 million it would take to run those two contests.
That you don't think there is a practical and fair way to hold a do-over election in Michigan?
I'm afraid there isn't, George. There's no way to have a primary. That's state law. That can't be changed, and that can't be paid for. It'd be very difficult to have caucuses. I think only a mail kind of a vote will work, and there's a lot of logistics that are involved in that.
In Michigan, everything is on the table. We've got some guidelines, we've got some frameworks. We're working with all of the players at the table. It will not be taxpayer. It would not cost the taxpayers anything.
Do you accept the caucus in Michigan?
No, caucuses are undemocratic.
Senator Clinton is trying to change the rules in Michigan. She's saying, I won't accept a caucus, which is, frankly, up to the state, also the party, and they had a caucus there. That's exactly what was there. So she's busy gaming it.
Hillary Clinton was a great first lady. I worked with her. I know what a good first lady she was. But it would be hard for me to draw some degree of connection between being a first lady and having experience to be the commander-in-chief.
After 20 years of tax returns that have been made public, 7 years of public disclosures that we have to make as senators each and every year, that to pursue that road is really not a question of the high standards of the campaign.
Under Senator Clinton's test, Bill Clinton was not qualified to be President of the United States because under any measure, Senator Barack Obama has much more foreign policy experience than Bill Clinton did in 1992.
I think that we've got the best two individuals in the Democratic Party, and that's why it's so close right now.
Reckless, irresponsible, certainly divisive, as Mark Morial has suggested, and quite frankly, I think he owes the senator an apology. Republicans should distance themselves from what Rush Limbaugh said about Mrs. Clinton being on top. That was offensive. It was wrong.
These two may have to join up whether they like it or not. I mean, a John F. Kennedy, Lyndon Baines Johnson kind of ticket, perhaps.
I have a bias towards Mike Huckabee having been his chairman, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think a Southerner is very important. There's several governors that I think could add a great deal.
Well, what I'm considering is being the best governor I can for the people of Florida. I feel truly blessed to have the opportunity to serve the 19 million people that live in this state.
I think if John McCain continues to run on those aspects of his record that resonate with conservative Republicans, and then continues to surround himself with a team and a ticket that reflects a commitment to conservative values, I think conservatives like me are going to work our hearts out to see him become the 44th President of the United States.
All things being equal, would you prefer that Michigan and Florida vote again? Yes. Well, no.
Talk too much.